What's down, chickens? Wait, that's not right. Oh, what's up, peeps? Okay, clearly I'm struggling with my words today. But the good news is I got you guys here to help me. You guys get to use your creativity today to help me tell a story. What is creativity? Creativity is imagining what you could do because you're made in God's image. So you've all shown some amazing creativity this month. So let's put it to use now in something I know we'll all love. A funny story. But it's going to be an epic funny story because your whole family gets to participate. So each person's going to take turns saying 3 words at a time to create a continual story. So for example, I would say, there once was, and then my friend Joe, hi, I'm Joe, would say something like, a fluffy dog, and so on for 60 seconds. So you guys are going to have 60 seconds to create the most amazing story you can. Now I know you're probably wondering, what should our story be about? Well, I can help you there. I challenge each of you to create a story about the best day ever. Are you guys ready for an epic story? Ready, set, go!
Sometimes the road ahead can be so rough. You are the reason why I don't give up. 'Cause even when it's hard to see, I still believe. So I'm gonna trust your love no matter what. Gonna live my life for you, live my life for you. Whenever I'm walking, talking, everything I say and do. Gonna live my life for you, live my life for you. Wherever I'm going, you are going with me too. Gonna live my life for you.
Nice job, everyone. I'm sure you used your creativity in a big way to tell an awesome story. Let's all stand and worship the one who gives us all our creativity.
Everything you do is beautiful. Oh, all that you have made is wonderful. Oh, so I will sing it out, shout it loud. My God is amazing. wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. You made my feet, you made my hands, you made me sing and you make me dance. 'Cause your love is all around me, and your love is so astounding. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. Here we go, break it down now. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good, wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good, you're wonderful and good. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good, wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good, you're wonderful and good. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 through 16.
Keisha Jones tied the strings of a large white apron carefully behind her back. She glanced at awe at the gleaming silver countertops and appliances in the kitchen of a cupcakery where her brother Robert worked.
This is amazing.
Yeah, pretty great Myers letting us use the mixer and stove.
Pretty great you're helping me.
Keisha offered to bake cookies to raise funds for the new marching band uniforms. Even better, she convinced Robert to help her. He clipped the smudge recipe page over the counter.
Brown butter and toffee chocolate chip cookies? Sounds weird.
Trust me, they are the bomb. Robert worked evenings in a bakery for 3 years, so Keisha had to admit, he probably did know. She looked over the recipe.
2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt?
Actually, we're quadrupling the recipe, so that's 4 teaspoons of salt. Robert tossed Keisha a set of measuring spoons.
Cookies are supposed to be sweet. Won't the salt ruin them?
Nope, salt actually brings out the flavors.
What does that even mean?
You want to test it out? Fine. I'll make a batch with salt. You make one without.
You're on.
The siblings worked quickly as Robert showed Keisha how to mix dry ingredients and wet ingredients separately.
What do we do now?
Add the dry ingredients into the wet mix on low speed. Slowly, or you will make a flour storm all over this kitchen.
I knew that.
As Keisha worked, though, she began to hear another sound over the mixer.
Wow, rain's really coming down.
Yeah, and this is such an old building that every time it storms, the power goes out.
I can't see a thing.
Robert fumbled with his phone until the flashlight came on. It always comes back on pretty fast. We can wait it out. Robert settled down on the floor, back against the cabinets. Keisha sighed and sat down too. She checked her phone.
My battery's dying. Entertain me.
What? You can't live without your phone?
I don't know. Tell me a story.
I was just thinking of one. About salt.
Really?
One that Jesus told.
Ooh, that one. Sermon on the Mount.
Well, it fits. You know, The cookies.
Fine. Read it to me, preacher man.
It's in Matthew.
I know that.
Robert settled in with his Bible app. Jesus saw the crowds, so he went up on a mountainside and sat down. Then he began to teach. And pretty quick he gets into this part. You are the salt of the earth.
That's it?
Well, no. I mean, then Jesus talks about throwing out the salt if it loses its saltiness.
How do you even know if you're salty?
I think it's like the cookies. Salt makes things taste better. And people who follow Jesus can make life taste better.
Like chocolate chip cookies.
Robert punched her lightly in the shoulder. You know what I mean. When we share God's story, we bring hope to others. We help to fill their lives with kindness and joy and peace. All that good stuff.
Okay, I get it. Salt, good. There's something about light too, right?
Yep. Jesus says, you are the light of the world. People do not light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand. Then it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine so others can see it. Then they will see the good things you do, and they will bring glory to your Father who is in heaven. Keisha shifted, trying to get comfortable on the hard floor.
So when we follow Jesus,
By showing God's love to others.
when we do that, others can see God better and what to do.
Like a bright light. Yikes! Robert leapt up to try to stop the mixer as the power came on. Keisha stood and stretched, blinking.
Like a bright light. You planned that, huh?
Of course.
Well played. Hey, I'm gonna put salt in my batch of cookies after all.
Well played. As Keisha measured the salt, she smiled. The cookies would have came out great, but she had some thinking to do about ways she can become salt and light herself.
What Jesus said to his disciples is still true for you and me. God created us to be like salt and light, and he's made us with an important purpose. God created you to share his story. Say that with me. God created you to share his story. Now say, God created me to share his story. God created me to share his story. That's right. Each of us can share a story with our actions, not just with words. Maybe you have a gift or talent that God's given you. He's made you creative in your own unique way. Remember, when you use the gifts that God's given you, it honors him and it helps show others around you his love. That's how you can share his story and show his love to people around you. Maybe you really like to create art. You can draw a picture that reminds you of God. Or maybe you love to write. You can write your favorite memory verse and give it to a friend. Or maybe you love to sing. You can sing a song that worships God. Or maybe you know a friend who's going through a tough time. You can always talk to them and hang out with them. There are tons of ways we can share God's story, and there's tons of ways for us to be creative. But the important part is to remember this. God created you to share his story. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you later.
Dear God, Mom says we are adjusting to our new family. It isn't always easy. We went from being just me and Mom and Lee to me, Mom, Lee, DJ, Maria, and Frank, our new dad. And sometimes Naomi when she's not at school. Mornings are crazy. People trying to get to work, into school, and the worst, the bathroom. Frank just says, hurry up! Mom says the girls should all go first. DJ really didn't like that one. God, everyone always makes jokes about how I'm kind of geeky. And sometimes they even seem to forget I'm there. But I thought there was a better way. I put up a schedule. It allows 7.7 minutes for the guys and 12.5 minutes for the girls. If we all schedule our breakfast in staggered times, we can all get through our morning without a traffic jam. It's worked for 3 mornings. Dad says the only traffic he worries about now is on the way to work. Mom said I was doing the good walk I was made to do. God, thanks for helping me see how I'm made in your image. Love, C.
Are you ready? Help me sing it now. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I was made to do amazing things. I know. I was made to be his hands and feet. I know. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life for him. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life. Wanna dance, 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 dance all around. I wanna jump, jump, jump and sing out loud. And here's the light I found, I just can't hide it now. I wanna shout it out to the world. God made me, yeah, and I'm unique, yeah. I wanna go wherever he will lead. I will go. Imagine all the possibilities. Oh, I know. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life for him. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life. I wanna dance, 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 dance all around. I wanna jump, jump, jump and sing out loud. And here's the light I found, I just can't hide it now. I wanna shout it out to the world. I am wired and wonderfully made by desire to sing his praise, shout it louder. I believe God made me to shine. Oh, I am wired and wonderfully made by desire to sing his praise, shout it louder. I believe God made me to shine. Oh, God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me wanna live my life for him. God made me to shine, makes me come alive, makes me